This Local Women Who Mean Business segment is sponsored by Owen Owens. Every client matters. Founded with the idea that every client matters, the attorneys with Owen Owens law firm often work with clients during pretty challenging times. Mary Burkey Owens and Kimberly Skiba take charge and take care to put people ahead of their legal issues. Thanks for joining us this morning, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
We were talking a little bit about both of you getting started in this and working with this team. Tell me a little bit about your backgrounds.
Sure, okay. I've practiced for 24 years and have primarily focused on family law during my 24 years of practice. And Kimberly joined our firm 2 years ago, and we're delighted to have her. So she's been doing this work for 4 years. We enjoy family law. We both like to work with family law clients and help them through difficult situations.
And there are quite a few difficult situations. By the time you, in most cases, are talking with counsel, you need advice, you need support, and you need advice. How do you guys take care to make sure that happens?
Well, generally we'll meet with somebody at an initial consultation and talk with them a little bit about their case, what we anticipate the case will entail. We'll talk to them obviously about fees. Fees and cost are one of the things that concern people, as well as the procedure. What can happen, how things will go, how the court system works, what can be done out of court, and that's the way we generally work with a first consultation, and then we'll help map out how we see their case may go.
What all does family law encompass?
Kim?
Well, family law encompasses not just divorces, but also child custody, child support, spousal support, premarital agreements, a whole range of things. I think when people typically think about family law, they think about just divorces, and it's not solely divorces.
And we were talking a little bit too, certainly there's been a lot in the news about the divorce rates, especially coupled with these troubled economic times. What are you guys seeing going on right now?
Actually, I think as Kim and I were talking before the segment, we have seen an increase. Seems like as the economy has taken a downturn, so have people's ability to stay in an unhappy relationship or unhappy marriage. They seem to want to leave not only their financial situation and the troubles it's brought about, but I think they also are more quick to leave an unhappy marriage or unhappy relationship. So we've actually seen an upturn probably in divorce rising rates and child custody issues in the last few years instead of a downturn.
And obviously with decreasing economy, I mean, that makes things a lot more difficult, because then typically you're dividing debt, and whereas one household wasn't functioning financially together, two households obviously are not functioning well.
And we often think too that in that situation it has to be very contentious and everybody has to be, really butting heads, but there are ways to approach this without being that way.
Absolutely. I think we like to talk about the fact that if you have two reasonable clients, two reasonable attorneys, you can resolve most of your issues, if not all of them, out of court. But if you have one party that's not reasonable, whether it's attorney or client, you're going to usually end up in court. But there are alternative means of resolving disputes. There's mediation, collaborative law, settlement and negotiation outside of court. And we always like to try those routes before we end up in court. Although we certainly do our fair share of litigation, we try to resolve these cases out of court if at all possible, because it just gets worse for the family once they've gone to court and slung mud at one another.
And you work too with families on child custody and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
Definitely. In your team, every client matters. How do you guys go about putting that at the forefront of what you do?
I think that absolutely is what we try to do. That is our belief, and we care about our clients, and we try to help them. We look at their situations, and we try to work with them to achieve the best result in the most cost-efficient way for them. And they do matter. We certainly care about our clients. I don't think otherwise Kimberly and I would do family law. It is certainly a field where you need to have care and concern for your clients, because it's a difficult time that they're going through and they need somebody they can trust and depend upon.
Well, fantastic. Thanks so much, ladies. We'll let everybody know how to get in touch.
Well, thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. And for information about the Owen and Owens firm and these local women who mean business, call 594-1911 or visit online owenowens.com, or you can visit the office 15521 Midlothian Turnpike and Suite 300, and that's in Midlothian.